Hello, my name is Drew Nelson, and this is my presentation on the Restoration Service Project. Um, I did both my activities through YServe. One of them was about adopted, it was called Adopted Grandparent, and the other one is called Provo Youth Mentoring. So yes, the first one is Adopted Grandparent, and in this one, we go every week. I would go on a Sunday or a Saturday, and you kind of you can play games with the residents there, or you can um, just like go to the rooms, visit them, and chat with them. And it's been a really great experience for me going and visiting these people. Usually, I would just visit them and hear all about their life experiences and stories from their life, and it's just a really good opportunity to um, kind of both get to know them better and what their life is like. But also, a lot of them are very lonely and they either don't have much family or like their family doesn't visit them much. And so, just having somebody that they can just talk to for a while and become friends with and build a relationship with, it's a really good opportunity for both the residents there and for the students who volunteer. And then the other service project that I did was Provo Youth Mentoring. And this one, um, you meet with a elementary school student. I was meeting with a fifth grader, and you kind of just build a relationship with them. These are students who are struggling in some way or another, whether it's like academically or at home, or they kind of just need some support. We're there to be a role model for them and to help support them in whatever they need. And so I actually want to share an experience of a lesson I learned from doing this volunteer experience. And so recently, I had this really big test and I needed to do super well on it. And I was thinking of not going to the service that day. I'd already gotten my 8 hours. I didn't like technically need to go. Uh, but I remember at the start of the program, they say they want you to be consistent with the kid because we don't know their lives, and sometimes they don't really have somebody who's consistent in their life. And I was really just debating on whether I could go or not. My car recently broke down, and it's like a 30-minute walk, and then the hour volunteering, 30 minutes back. And so I just felt like I didn't have time that day. I needed to study, had a bunch of other classes. But as I decided that I should still go to the service. And I would decide that I would run back home to uh to save some more time so I could have a bit more time to study. And I ended up doing not too great on the test, and I lost my key to the apartment on the way home. And so kind of later in the day, I was reflecting back, and I was like, why did I do that? I could have had more time. I lost the key. Like it kind of felt like the Lord was abandoning me in a way. I was trying to help others, and it just ended up making my own life worse in a way. But I remembered kind of the prayer I said that morning in the morning, and I said I want to like commit myself that day to the Lord and also to helping other people. And no matter what outcome I had that day, that I want to focus on others. And it helped me to see that sometimes sacrificing myself for the benefit of others can really go a long way. And it definitely helped me to become more humble. So I have a few scriptures about service that I would like to share. DNC 4:2 says, "Therefore, O ye that embark in the service of God, see that ye serve him with all your heart, might, mind, and strength, that ye may stand blameless before God at the last day." And Joshua 24:15 says, "Choose ye this day whom ye will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And so I really like these, and it kind of goes along with the experience that I just heard, that I just shared, because um, as we really serve others with all that we have, and we intentionally choose this to serve, it ends up blessing us a lot, and the lives of others. And then Luke 15:20, this is of the prodigal son, and I love this story. It says, "And he rose and he came to his father, but when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him." And I just really love how even when the father had every reason to not serve him and love him, he still chose to anyways, and that we can do the same for others. And then finally, Alma 18, 8 through 9. This is about Ammon. It says, and it came to pass that King Lamoni inquired of his servants, saying, where is this man that has such great power? And they said unto him, behold, he is feeding thy horses. Now the king had commanded his servants previous to the time of watering their flocks, that they should prepare his horses and chariots, and conduct him forth to the land of Nephi. For there had been a great feast appointed at the land of Nephi by the father of Lamoni, who is the king over all the land. I just really like how Ammon, after serving King Lamoni in all these different and amazing ways, he still keeps serving when he didn't really need to, but he decides that he just wants to show that example and try to follow Christ. And then I just have this quote from uh, Cheryl Cheryl A. Esplin from April 2016. It says, I've come to know that it is the love of God and neighbor that gives us meaning to life. May we follow our Savior's example and his admonition to reach out to others with love. I just really like this quote because it shows that as we serve others and focus on others, it gives meaning to our own life. And I testify that as we serve others and through this experience of serving that I've had, we can become a lot more Christ-like, and it helps us become much better people ourselves and also brings great blessings to those around us.